So just to explain further, because in OPS, like if you're a IP and a EP, you have the same sleep, you can say. While I mean, it's not no, it's more like okay. Now the IJ and the EJ, they have the same sleep as the IP and the EP, in the sense that what matters is more that they have the same kind of sleep, but there's still an order, right? So some sleep they start with OI and they end with DI. Some sleep, start with DI and they end with OI. So I think that so we can actually do 12 animal with it, and again that's more it's a slight my table. That's just more precision, more something like that. I think that tables in 12 animal and pathways is more something maybe with AI and brain scans. We'll talk with pathways after. It's not the same thing as the 12 animal, not that. And I think that OPS is really symbolic, so you don't need to do that. You don't need to do the 12 animal. You don't need to do the tables of patterns. But to really analyze within type, you need to do the tables of patterns to have better explanation. And with the 12 animals, it's just more precision also. But I think only prone to mistype like the other typology. If you really focus on that, you will mistype. But I think that it's really interesting over time. If you do know the person type, after you do dive into more the precision on that. But I think it's not so useful to do it for now. Maybe more with AI in the future, kind of the combination, the more precision with animals. And theoretically just focus on irrational because it's an observer human need first, and after it goes to the judging. So I just named those. Sleep contemplation. Yeah, I think the sleep that is more observer is more contemplative. The sleep that is more about the decision is more about analyzing. Consume that is more about rational is more revision. While the consume about more the OE or the observation is more accumulation. While the blast that is more about the judging is more directing people. And the blast that is more perception alike, it's more observer alike, it's more advising. The play that is more about observer is more movement. Okay, we move. And the play that is more about people, can say it's more about interaction. And I'll also do that with the type of double deciding. So again, that's more theoretical. I think that if you use that, it's prone to mistyping, and I think that's more for precision and further down the line. So yeah, that's a big summary actually of a lot of my diapositive before. But I do think that the big 5 is more behavioral to mechanics. Enneagram is more behaviors to instincts. OPS is instincts to mechanics for sure. Most typology are like OPS, instincts to mechanics, or they are cognition to behaviors. I do think that CS Joseph and OPS are instincts to mechanics. But what socionics, cognitive personality, and most of the TI guys out there are actually about the cognition to behaviors. And I do respect that, the cognition to behavior, but I do think that's later on. I think that's later on. You have to narrow down the savior demon dynamic. You have more data to really after do more kind of the brain scans, and after map out the mechanics, and after you include all the axioms. The right data, the right data for after to be clean for the axiom to actually do the behavior, to actually map out that this kind of behavior, and behavior is too superficial too, so it has to be embedded in the data of the mechanics of people and instincts. So typology is very hard rather down the line. But yeah, typology can apply to all levels actually. But I do think that a lot of people right now in typology, they do cognition to behavior, or like I said, OPS, instincts to mechanics. And I'm not sure pathways. I say maybe with AI, brain scans, instincts to cognition. I think that will be less symbolic. that might be less fast, you know, that's a lot less fast, that's less qualitative, that's not something that can be useful, maybe the pathways, because instinct recognition might be so complicated, like just fucking numbers and like a combination of animals, combos of precise animals, that I don't think it will be so useful. So maybe further down the line, maybe with AI, no, maybe, but I do think that just symbolically with type, instincts to mechanics is the one that makes the most sense for now. Do think in the future with more mechanics to cognition and more cognition to behavior, if they refine itself and they become more right, I think it will be super powerful and might integrate with some kind of OPS with that. And after we will have maybe the pathways and it will be rather fucking precise.